Alright guys, so the day has finally come. The official trailer for Avengers Doomsday has been released by Marvel, and I'm ready for it, okay? I'm here for it. I'm hearing a lot of great things about this trailer, a lot of big things, a lot of big reveals, big cameos, big surprises, and I want to see what is going to take place here because I have not seen the trailer yet, and it is over 40 million views. I think this is easily going to be the biggest trailer of the year so far. In fact, I think just the year in general, this is going to be the biggest trailer. So regardless, I'm excited. Let's check this out together. Let's watch this together. Let's see what they have for us here in this trailer. Let's get into this. Let's go. All right, let's get it, man.
Something's
X-Men
coming.
School.
Something
Oh my
we may not
goodness,
be
let's get it.
able to deter.
Professor
Before
X.
this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
Dr. Doom, okay. Love the narration so far. The hype is there.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
Thor?
They were far stronger
Thunderbolts, okay.
than all
Fantastic
of us put
Four.
together, and they died.
Glad to see Thor back.
Died facing enemies.
Okay, the new Black Panther, of course.
Threats that scared me far
Shuri.
less than this one.
Thor going up against Dr. Doom there. Cyclops, okay, let's get it. Shang-Chi is back. Why haven't they dropped a second movie
Everything
for
that they
that?
sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together.
Okay, interesting
Put
shot
aside
there.
your petty squabbles. And presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return
Wow.
as brothers and sisters.
Okay, Captain America is back. Wow, that shot of Cyclops,
Mark my
man.
words.
Is that Namor? Oh my goodness. The
We know
aura.
we need a miracle.
Wow.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
Robert Downey? No. Okay. Captain America. Steve Rogers is back. Let's go. That's my favorite Avenger right there, man. Avengers Doomsday. All right, Marvel. And just like that, we're back. Infinity Vision. I'm ready. All right, guys, that was the official trailer for Avengers Doomsday, releasing in theaters come December 18th. Let's go ahead and discuss what we got to see here inside of this trailer. So, Peak is back. Marvel is back to their prime, I hope. Okay, I hope, because to be honest with you, I'm worried about how this is going to turn out. This trailer looked phenomenal. They cut together a fantastic trailer, a lot of names, a lot of cameos that they threw in there just to get people to come out to the theaters, just to get people to buy their tickets for this and let us know that, hey, you can expect damn near everyone to make an appearance inside of this film, and I'm hyped for that. Okay, I'm excited for that as a Marvel fan, as a comic fan, as a superhero fan in general. I'm extremely hyped for this film, but what I'm worried about is they have not built this up properly. At least it doesn't feel like, right? Of course, we got the Fantastic Four movie. Great movie. Check out my review for that. But we have that post-credit scene kind of leading into the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was great, by the way. That post-credit scene also kind of led back into Fantastic Four. So I see what they're doing with those two teams. Steve Rogers coming back. That is huge right there. That is like my main thing that I'm excited for, because that has always been my favorite Avenger, was Captain America, Steve Rogers. I love the philosophy. I love the mindset of the character. I love the morale of this character. So seeing him back on the big screen, that means a lot to me, and I'm glad they brought him back. Of course, they're kind of messing up his perfect send-off from Avengers Endgame, but who cares, bro? Who cares? As long as this guy is alive and breathing, I want to see him playing Captain America inside of these movies. And plus, that's typical for comics anyway. Characters die, characters get revived, characters come back. That's nothing new, right, when we're dealing with superhero content. So that's to be expected. The X-Men being brought into this, of course, that was kind of hinted at and alluded to in the post-credit scenes for the Marvels team-up movie, right? Miss Marvels. That was the post-credit scene for that movie. The X-Men's timeline kind of being blended into our timeline, so I'm guessing that's how they come into play. Cyclops, was aura farming this entire trailer. He looked fantastic. That scene of him just standing there, the beam shooting everywhere, fantastic stuff here. Okay, a lot of great content here. A lot of great content, but like I said, this definitely doesn't have the same level of build-up that one, the Avengers initial team-up movie had, with all of the characters getting their own initial movies and then us getting that Avengers team-up, and then two, it doesn't have the build-up that Thanos had, right? Because we've only seen Doctor Doom inside of the Fantastic Four movie at the very end for the post-credit scene, and then of course the reveal with Robert Downey Jr. on stage being announced as Doctor Doom. That's the only thing that we've seen about Doctor Doom leading into this. So because of that, it worries me a little bit, especially considering they're going head to head with Dune 3, right? Dropping on the same day. Trust me, I'm going to be watching both those films back to back the day that they drop in theaters come December 18th, really December 17th. If you know, you know. I'm dropping both those reviews on the channel in the future, so hit subscribe for that so you don't miss that later on in the year. Plus, we're going to be covering all of the content leading up to the release of those films here on the channel, so you could expect that in the future. But let's dive in a little bit more. Okay, Infinity Vision, which they announced at the very end of this trailer. If you're wondering what that is, if you're a little bit confused about what Infinity Vision is going to be, essentially what it's going to be is Disney is trying to compete with the Dune 3 film. Okay, they're going head to head, they're on the same day, they're trying to compete. Dune 3 is already locked for all of the IMAX screenings, so because of that, Disney is now announcing and launching their own thing, which they're calling Infinity Vision. To be honest, it's kind of made up. It's completely made up, honestly. But what it is, it's Disney's seal of approval that this is the best format that you could possibly be watching the film in. This is a premium format, a premium quality to watch this movie in at whatever specific theater you're going to. Like, this is the best they have to offer, and they're just labeling it over that Infinity Vision. If you were wondering what that is and if it's something new and if they're going to build screens for it, no, it's nothing like that, okay? It's just their own little slick way of being able to compete with the IMAX screenings of Dune. Okay, so just to clarify that for anyone who happened to be confused, let's talk about more what we got to see here, such as Shang-Chi. Okay, that first Shang-Chi film, fantastic. One of my favorite Marvel films, especially in recent years. I would give that film like a 10 out of 10. I love the first Shang-Chi movie, and I'm disappointed that we haven't got a second one by now, so I'm glad that Marvel finally remembered that he was a part of the universe and that he's going to make an appearance inside of this film. That's very big for me. I'm very big on the Shang-Chi character. That film was phenomenal. Okay, Black Panther, of course. Wakanda Forever, aka Black Panther 2. That's when Shuri took up the mantle of the Black Panther. She's going to be making an appearance inside this film, along with what looks to be like the Dora Milaje and also some other members of Wakanda and things like that. I think Namor made an appearance at one point in time during this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I seen him inside of here. But yeah, I'm excited that Shuri's coming in here to play the Black Panther. I think she did a really good job having to carry that second Black Panther film, especially all things considered heading into that movie with the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman as our main Black Panther. I think she did good with what she was left with and with what she was given, and so I'm excited to see her here. Now, Gambit is back too. Of course, this character made his MCU debut inside Deadpool vs. Wolverine. I have, my own takes on that movie specifically, but regardless, Gambit was a really cool character inside of that movie, and so I'm glad he's inside of here. Just throw everyone in here. Throw it at the wall. Throw everyone in here that you possibly can. Make it as big of a cinematic event as you could possibly make it. That's what I want to see with this film, and that seems to be exactly what they're doing here, so I'm excited about that. Gambit was also fighting Shang-Chi, so what that fight scene is going to look like once we fully see the sequence take place, can't wait for that on the big screen. That looked amazing. Okay, now one player that I feel like is not being talked about when it comes to this film is Loki. Now, he got like one frame, okay, one little small scene inside of this trailer, and then they kind of skipped past him, and that was it. It was a blink and you'll miss it type of shot for Loki. I think Loki is going to be behind a majority of this. If you watch the Loki TV series on Disney Plus, season 1 and season 2 for that, especially with the ending of season 2 being as grand as it was and meaning as much as it does for the MCU, plus the fact that in Avengers Endgame he had his own little sequence there where he takes the Tesseract and goes off to his own universe, you know, everything like that. That's going to come into play here. That image that they released, right, where we got our first like cover art with all of the different team ups and then Loki in the very center. Again, it was if you weren't exactly paying attention, you would have missed him there. I think the God of Mischief is going to have a lot to do with what we're seeing take place inside of this film, so don't sleep on that. And remember, you heard it here first on Demigod ENT, okay? But yeah, glad to see the Thunderbolts in here. They had a good movie. Bucky, of course, is a part of their team up. Steve Rogers still being worthy for the hammer. That was a great reference back to Endgame, where he initially got to hold the hammer for the very first time. And last but not least, the last thing that we have to talk about is Thor going up against Dr. Doom. They were, of course, paralleling the exact same shot out of Endgame. Well, not Endgame, Infinity War, right? Where Thor goes to slam the hammer into Thanos, and then Thanos ends up still getting the snap off. I think that's what they were trying to allude to there, make a reference to there with that shot. But of course, Dr. Doom just blocks it with the 2 fingers. Very cool moment there. But okay, I think we covered all the bases as to everything that was inside this trailer. Maybe I missed one thing or another. Professor X, like I said, is back. I think that was Magneto there that he was talking to. But yeah, very excited for this. A lot of cameos. Worried that this hasn't been built up all the way properly to the level of film that it feels like it's going to be. But regardless, I'm extremely hyped for it, extremely excited for it. I already have my tickets to watch this on the big screen in Infinity Vision. Okay, which by the way, with me saying that, go check the tickets around you at your local theaters right now. If you don't do it right now, by the time you're done watching this video and you haven't already going into this video, you are going to miss your chance to see this opening day on the big screen, because they're selling out like that. Okay, over 40 million people have already seen this damn trailer within like a day. You're not going to be able to see it opening day if you don't go get your tickets. I can't stress it enough. Get your tickets as soon as possible so you don't miss this greatness, so you don't miss this peak. We are going to have a conversation as to, was Dune 3 or was Doomsday better, you know, once these films actually drop in theaters. That's going to be an interesting debate and conversation amongst the movie community and amongst the fans. Can't wait for that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this trailer. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this huge trailer down in the comment section down below. If you don't know what we do here on Demigod ENT, we do film, TV, and pop culture based content. If you're interested in this type of content, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.